Don't wait till expiration of UN 6 months deadline before releasing Nnamdi Kanu, NCF advises Buhari. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Emissary News. Now we bring you the topmost news where they happen for all over the world. Don't forget to like our channel. Don't forget to comment. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to on your notification button so that whenever our good news drop, you will be the first. We will collect them or are listening to the news proper. The Nigeria Consultative Forum (NCF) has advised President Muhammadu Buhari not to wait till the expiration of the 6 months deadline given by the United Nations Human Rights Council on arbitrary and illegal detention before releasing the incarcerated leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, from detention. The NCF said it is still pondering why the federal government is yet to release Kanu, asking, is it that the Nigerian government wants to disobey the UN, a world umbrella body, or is waiting for the last minute before obeying the UN's demand? In a press statement issued yesterday in Onitsha via SMS signed by its president, Dede Uzo, the rights body expressed concern that the federal government of Nigeria is yet to adhere strictly to the UN's demand to date. Barely 3 months after demand was made and barely 3 months to the expiration of the deadline. They therefore demanded that without further delay, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should be set free from DSS facilities in Abuja, where he is presently being detained since, according to them. Nigeria is a signatory to all UN protocols, which compels them to obey the decision of UN, and as such, the federal government should not hesitate in releasing the Biafra leader in compliance with the decision. The rights group reminds the federal government of Nigeria that it had played a big role in the arbitrary and resolution of crises in some African countries, which again puts burden on it not to fail to abide by the directive of an international organization like United Nations. The group condemned the indifference and the insensitivity of President Muhammadu Buhari in releasing Kanu in line with the UN resolution. It would be recalled that a few months ago, some Igbo elders led by Chief Mike Mbazulike Amechi, a First Minister of Aviation, paid a special visit to the President to appeal to him to release Kanu, in which he promised them to look into the problem with a view to releasing the Biafran agitator. Unfortunately, these elders' requests and advice were ignored by the president, who allowed Kanu to languish in the DSS cell. His release, said the group, has also become imperative due to the insecurity in the country, which has snowballed to Abuja. Many of Kanu's supporters have been expressing fears that terrorists, with the active convenience of some elements in the federal government, can shoot their way into the DSS facility to snuff life out of him. Hence, the urgent need to release him has come. My people, now so we see him today for Emissary News. The NCF group has come out openly to question the federal government, especially the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, the Commander-in-Chief of the Army of Nigeria, President Muhammadu Buhari, why he has not yet adhered to the UN advice. Nigeria having played a good role in some of the crises that has been happening in some African countries. Of course, you will remember places like Liberia, where Nigeria played a significant role among the UN soldiers that were sent down there, even in Mali, Burkina Faso, and other places that there have been crises in the African country, especially the West Africa. And the UN organization, the NCF, the Nigerian Consultative Forum, has come out. They are wondering why the Nigerian government led by President Muhammadu Buhari has not yet adhered to the order that has been given by the UN authorities, United Nations Human Rights Council, on arbitrary and illegal detention. And they have given, authority. They have given ultimatum to Nigeria, asking them to make sure that Nnamdi Kanu is released by the expiration of 6 months. And as it stands now, this is the third month after the ultimatum was given, and also there are still remaining another 3 months that will bring to expiration what UN has told Nigeria. And this forum, the NCF forum, the Nigerian Consultative Forum, is somehow worried why the federal government has not yet taken action on this order that was given by the UN. And the assistants, they have also looked into it that Nigeria has also been signatory to every protocol and every process that UN have taken, and thereby that duty demands them to follow suit to what UN has told them, because they are under that big umbrella. Of course, you know that UN is a world umbrella body, is a big body and a world umbrella where Nigeria also takes part of. And I don't know what is actually happening. That, like, he pointed out the issue of the Igbo elders visiting President Buhari on the grounds, to releasing which was led by some elders. And since then, nothing has happened. And when these elders, went to President Buhari, especially the meeting that was led by Mbazulike, who was the first aviation minister of Nigeria. And of course, I think that the president of Nigeria should have accorded him that respect for finding out time to come in to meet him, except in Nigeria that people don't value authorities or maybe heroes of the nation, because a man in the caliber of Mbazulike is a hero. Is a hero, having occupied Chief Mbazulike having occupied that position as a first minister of aviation in Nigeria. I think that the president should have somehow heed to him. And of course, also, you know that the president of Nigeria, who is President Muhammadu Buhari, who has the power, is also the chief of the armed forces. Of course, with his veto power, he can decide what happens to MNK, Nnamdi Kanu, Ahmadike One of Ndibo. But I think somehow, if you look at the matter concerning Nnamdi Kanu and also his struggle to have a nation called Biafra, you find out that is a kind of, as if there is a kind of political thuggery, and also whether there is a personal beef between Kanu and the federal government, or personal beef between Kanu and the president of Nigeria. But this is not, Nigeria is not the first place, or the Southeasterners are not the first people to decide for self-determination or self-will, which is very legal under the United Nations Constitution. But as it stands now, Kanu, who has taken this step after 1967 when Ojukwu declared Biafra, and now Nnamdi Kanu MNK is taking a legal step to take legal procedures to make sure that there is a referendum in the southeastern part of Nigeria, that's which we decide where the Igbos want to go, or where the Southeasterners want to go. But as it stands now in the issue of Nigeria, it sounds as if that word self-determination and self-will is a taboo. And that is why Nnamdi Kanu, who is the spearhead of the indigenous people of Biafra, is still remanded in the DSS detention. Of course, you know that there are so many count charges that has been put on him, which, if you look at it logically and on the right side of law, apart from what the law court is saying, you find out that MNK is somehow is very free. He's a free man because he has not committed any offense. Because what he's actually looking for is to have a nation of his own with his people, which is self-will and self-determination, and it is very legal under United Nations Constitution. And Nigeria is also signatory to all those constitutions, allowing them to be in that same umbrella So let me draw the curtain here. Don't forget that you are still on Emizari News. Don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to share, don't forget to on your notification button. Please subscribe to this channel, subscribe to this channel, subscribe to this channel. May the good Lord bless you.